And here we go. Morning, YouTube. I'm Sarah. I'm here with Felipe, João, and Gabriel. Our topic today is reading. We're going to discuss a few questions regarding to this topic. Let me just share again with you, Gabriel. And let's start by introducing ourselves. Felipe, can you do it first?
Sure. Hello, everyone. I'm Felipe Fadu. I'm 24 years old. I'm from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, and I'm doing an undergraduate course in electronic and computer engineering at UFRJ. I'm about to finish it, but I need to finish my final paper to get my degree. I'm on this way, but besides that, I work as a software engineer for an e-commerce platform. I've been working there for a year and 3 or 4 months, don't know. And however, I've already some experience in several software engineering areas because I've already done 3 years of an internship in that area. I think that's it, and I'm here on TNT to meet new people, improve my English, and network. That's it.
Great goals. Thanks for sharing. And I can't wait for you to finish your paper because I'm following the process, so I'm rooting for you.
I will start to write the project now. I started to write, right? I was doing the practical part.
Oh, got it. I wish you the best of luck. Everything's gonna work out for you. Thanks. And how about you, Gabriel?
Hi. So my name is Gabriel. I am 29 years old. I am looking for international jobs, and I have been working in the technology field since 2011. I have 10 years in this field. I live in São Paulo, Brazil, and in my free time I fancy reading books. I love reading books, and I like it to watch in series and movies too. Okay, and just this, yeah.
Perfect. Is it your first time?
First time? No.
Oh.
I study English in talking about 2 weeks.
Okay. I like to talk when I see some new faces, just checking. Thank you. And as for myself, let me just do a short presentation. I'm hostess here on Talking Talk since April. I live in Ilhéus, Bahia. My major is in business administration. I really like to read too, Gabriel, and to hang out with my friends, have some beer, and just have fun, tell some bad jokes, and enjoy life. That's all for me. And last but not least, how about you, João?
Okay, so hello guys. My name is João Pedro. I'm 22 years old. I'm living in Belo Horizonte, Minas Gerais. I already graduated like about 2 months ago, and I graduated in economics. Okay, I work as a data engineer on a consultant company, and I'm on Talk because I am searching for improving my English to do some interviews outside my country, and who knows, work abroad, remote job. So that's it. My hobbies: I love listening to podcasts. I love go to the gym and spend time with some easygoing people to have fun and laughing. That's it.
Yeah, amazing. Maybe you can recommend some podcasts for us so we can enjoy the content. Just if you would like.
I don't know. It's a really cool content, but I will type on the message some podcast to you guys.
Perfect. I appreciate it. And guys, here are the questions. We never answer to all of them, but we can have a nice conversation each way. So the first one, how often do you read? What types of reading do you prefer? Books, magazines, newspapers, and comics, and so on. For me, I'm trying to get back to this habit because it's not easy to do it again, because once you start to just use your cell phone and the computer, you kind of get addicted to it. So for me, I'm trying to reconnect with books, but I prefer to read books, especially Greek mythology. I really appreciate this kind of story with the heroes, with all the fantastic world. I think it's really, really something that pleases me. And for now, I'm trying to make a routine for myself, because if I just leave the book less, I won't read. I will sleep. I will stay on my phone. So I have to read it first and then do the other things. I truly like what the kids was saying about connecting with the other and having something to talk about with other people. I believe reading is not only about the story itself, but about the whole new world and the experiences you can have through reading. So I think it's a great habit to have and try to be better at it. That's it. And how about you, Philippe? What do you think?
For me, it's kind of the same. I don't have the habit to read a book anymore, but there was a time in my life that I really read a lot, and almost all the books that I've read, it was in that time. I think it was from 80, no, when I was like from 12 years old to 16 years old. And I've read a lot of books, but nowadays, after I went to college, and 1 year before that I had to study to enter to college, I haven't read any books. No, yes, I've read one series, because when I was on my way to college, so I read it on the bus, but only this.
It's a great time to read because you can waste your time on the bus or you can learn something new. So good advice. Can you choose someone to answer the question?
Go ahead, João.
Okay. For me, guys, it's a long journey about get these habits for reading books, like what worked for me. I of course I don't have this habit, because if I had, it would be so much easier for me. Like take out the cell phone, take away the cell phone and reading books. I think my life would be so much healthier, but I don't have this habit. But I try to read about what I try to find topics that I'm interested in, and I found like personal biography. I don't know if I spell correctly. Personal biography, like biography of Steve Jobs, biography of Tim Maia, and I don't know if biography is the right term, but biography and healthy books, like books, diet books, like healthy books and stuff like that. So that is topic that I'm interested in. And I bought a Kindle like 5 years ago, and of course he's getting old and with some like camadas de poeira, but I need to try it again to do this stuff because using the cell phone is getting me crazy. I spend many hours on cell phone, and I think my neck is going to be crazy too because he's like getting in the front of my head. Oh, it's really awful. But that's it. Go on, Gabriel.
Nice. In the last months, I have written a little bit books, but I read one book that I like it so much, and one second, please. I don't remember title this book now. But now I reading one book in English, and I like this. So I like this so far. Okay, I send the chat. This book is very nice. So
I think I've heard about it. I think I've heard about this book, but go ahead, just comment.
Nice. But I need to read more, and my daily it is difficult for maintain hobbies and work, but we can.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
maybe you can read something about your work, so you can read and work at the same time, no? Just a hack for you. Maybe can be a good option. Thank you guys for sharing your opinions. And now let's go to the next question. So question number 2, which place do you consider the best to read? How long can you read for one sitting? Let's go with you, Felipe. How many pages can you read at just once?
Depends, right? If I am on a vacation on a beautiful place and I'm on a net, right? I think I don't know if you can say that. It's net, and or I can read for a long time, but I don't do this for a long time that I don't do this. But I remember that I liked to spend 2-3 hours reading. I don't know if it was once, right? But I could spend there a lot of time reading for sure, almost 100 pages a day. And which place do you consider the best to read? This place, I think it's good, right? To lay down on a net and feel the wind while you are reading something. That's it. Yeah. And you, sir?
Yeah, I agree with you. Sometimes if you are chilling, just relaxing, it's way better to read and you can enjoy more the experience. But usually I just read here in my room, just try not to fall asleep if I am laying on my bed. But I really like to take some time and put my phone away, because if I have my phone next to me, I will get distracted, you know. I really prefer to do like this. Maybe, yeah, the nicest books I could do more than 100, but ever as an average, I would say maybe 30 or 40 pages, like just for each time. I try not to read too much information, especially if the book is kind of tough to understand, you know, especially lately that I read a book in English and it was a lot of new words for me. So if I just kept reading, I wouldn't understand anything. I would just put in more information on. So it's important to take your time and really know that you are understanding the book and maybe achieving getting some new discoveries, and not only reading for say that you read, you know. I think it's about the best part, it's that you feel immersed in the story, and not only words without any sense, you know. That's it for me. And how about you, João?
I think the best place to read, I think, is the farm hotels. Preference without any internet connection, like a beautiful and natural place without any connection with the outside world, and you just have this to spend your time. That's the way I can read, like spend all the day reading or thinking in my own. I think the best place, with no doubt, personal for me. Okay, and I can like read 100 pages, my maximum, without need to pause and stop and come back later. That's it.
Amazing. And have you been reading some articles or something like a newspaper, something to get information, or
Oh
not yet?
yes, a lot. Newspaper I read Valor Econômico. Uh, there is a lot of articles about economics, Brazil, other countries, and articles about programming in general, or technologies, architecture. So article, I think I read a lot. My problem is books, reading books.
I feel you. I've been told that a lot of information on tech world is in English, so you have to get to catch up with that, to be able to understand and read in English. Really good. Thank you, João. And you, Gabriel, what's the best place to read?
Okay. I like to read in my room because it's more kids, and I am feeling relaxed for making that. So I like others topics, others forms for making updated information, such as newspapers too, but I like a lot articles such as Medium sites. I like. I am looking for really in English always for my learning, and but I like it practicing and reading books and the other things too in my room and my setup with my computer. Yeah. And I remember the last book. I like it so much this book too, and you recommend for us the essentialism. Okay, this nice, so good.
Thank you. It's about discipline. It's about discipline. The subject of the book.
Okay. This book say the other mindsets for us in your career and your personal life. Okay, because the main topic is focus in main activities. Okay, in our daily. And the main topic is Pareto. Okay, the 20% activities in our daily is more important.
Good. It helps us to set some priorities, like what's more important to you.
Yeah.
I really need this type of advice. Oh, thank you. And guys, let's move to the next question. Let me just check here. Question number 3. What is your favorite type of book? Like fiction, adventure, mystery, nonfiction, and so on. I'm gonna start it. Like I said, I really enjoy reading Greek mythology. And about the last book I read, it was Percy Jackson, if I'm not mistaken. Have you heard about it? They are going to create a TV show with based on the books. Have you heard? Do you know it, Philip?
Yes, I've heard. I've read also Percy Jackson and the next series. I'm trying to remember the name.
Yeah, I forgot it too. They have a second series with the same characters, but
it's something like Gods of Olympus, right?
Yeah, maybe the heroes of the Olympus.
Heroes
I
of
don't
the
remember.
Olympus, some things like that.
I don't remember. I just remember Percy Jackson because it's the main character. But it's about a boy who discovered he's a sun god, so he's human and also a child of a god, like Poseidon. Yeah, and it talks about his adventures, trying to discover his powers and trying to deal with that because there's always some confusion happening with the gods. You know, they are always fighting. Poseidon, Zeus, I don't know how to say his name. And I really appreciate it because I like to read trilogy because you can have the story told in a deeper way, not only having everything told to you in just one book, but you have whole history to follow. And I think that's it about Greek mythology. Each book has some problem to solve with the gods because they have such a huge ego. So somehow it's Percy's responsibility to take care to go on a mission and try to make peace with the gods, you know, to make them get along. And they also have other characters who are his friends, like the Annabeth and Grover. They're his best friends. So I don't know if I made a good description of the story, but if you like Greek mythology, I will recommend it because it's easy reading and it's engaging as well. So maybe you can check it out if you feel like it. Okay, guys. And how about you, João? Can you share something with us? Sorry, the question.
Okay. Wait, I think the best gender is how do I say? It's like it's not a biography, but when the author had an experience on his life. I think it's biography. Had experience and write a book about the experience he had. I don't know if it's biography. It is?
It might be, but I don't know the name even in Portuguese, but I would go with biography.
Okay. Okay. So I think it is. Is it? Um the last book I read was Chimaya, a biography, because I really love Chimaya. And I was curious about his life and how he became what he was, like awesome, so talented, and did so grateful music, so awesome music. So I think it is it. Chimay was the last book I read like 3 years ago. Shame on me.
No worries. We're not here to judge, just to talk.
I accept the judgment. Okay, that's it.
Thank you. Can you choose the next person?
Yes, of course. Go on, Philippe.
For me, the genre that I enjoy the most is fantasy and adventure, because we can travel to another place while we are reading it. And I've read a lot of books of this kind, of this genre. I started with Harry Potter, and I think I was 12 when I started it. And after that, I've read Percy Jackson. I've read what's the name of the book with Katniss Everdeen? Let me see. It's all above me. Hunger Games. I read the Hunger Games series. I've read Game of Thrones series. I've read the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. In Portuguese, it's O Guia do Mochileiro das Galáxias. I think I've read Narnia too. And
Okay.
I've read a lot of books, a lot of series of books of fantasy. I've read the Hobbit, but I haven't read the Lord of the Rings series, only the Hobbit one. But it's on my plan. But I don't have any time to read more. I just read the articles now. But I've already read a lot of books, right? And all of them, it's in this genre of fantasy and adventure, or some investigation books like Agatha Christie and things like that. That's the kind of book that I like the most.
Pretty good. And fair enough that you're just reading articles because you have a paper to write, a paper to write. So
Yes.
we forgive you.
No, but the articles that I read, it's for the work. It's even for the final paper. I need to focus on the final paper. Good to remember.
Agreed. Go ahead, Gabriel.
Guys, I need to. I'm receiving a call about my boss. I need to move. Thank you very much for today. Okay. Bye bye, guys.
Bye bye.
Bye. Thanks.
Thanks. So, Sarah, number 2 question. What is number 2 question?
Yeah, number 3.
3. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, so in my life, I have been reading many books, but I prefer books about technology, and I like three genres: technology and empreendedor, okay, empreendedor, and books about interpersonal relationship. Okay, I like this topic because I like comprehend the persons in work is so hard, but I like reading about this. Okay, so in the past I read about fantasy and the other topics too, but it is the past. Today I am looking for these topics in my area and in international internal relationships. So I prefer these topics.
You're curious about the human behavior, this kind of stuff?
What kind?
Do you feel curious about the human behavior and communication, relationship?
Yeah.
Get it. That's good. That's a good type of book. I've never considered reading it, but maybe I can add to my list. It's really good. Thank you, Gabriel. And guys, we have 10 minutes left. I'm gonna do something different and ask different questions to each one of you so we can explore a little bit more, okay? So I would like to skip to question number 9 with you, Philippe. So people sometimes say that every person has a book in them. Have you thought about writing a book? And what would be the topic of your book? Your mic is off.
Yes, I'm trying to think. I've never thought about writing a book. I don't know. I have no idea. Probably I would write about some fantasy story, mixing characters from one story that I've already read with another story, right? Like I forgot the name. When you get a character of one stories and one from another stories and they meet each others and go to for an
crossover.
adventure. That's it. Crossover. Things like that. Probably it would be that.
Really good. I've written a book, but it was just for me about some novel, just about a love story. But I've never shared with anyone. It's just here sitting on my drawer. Drawer. I don't know. I like to write, but I think it's really a challenge to write something like this. Thank you, Philippe. And Gabriel, I have another question for you. Question number 7. We're talking here about some books that have been banned, like to talk about politics or something polemic, maybe. Do you think that books can be dangerous to society? Number 7.
Okay. Yeah, I think so. Because this topic is a lot delicado. This topic is delicate, okay, and And but this topic is so important for peoples in your society, society, okay, but it's so important, and this topic needs write with many, if a lot, take care. It can to be dangerous. I think so.
Yeah. A good example is the dictatorship, the period where we had a lot of repression, people couldn't, some songs were banished and some books as well. So if you don't have freedom of speech, books can be really dangerous. I agree with you. Thank you. And Felipe, do you have something to add to this question? Would you like to answer to another one? What do you think?
I agree. I think books can be dangerous to society if they transmit. I think a book it's just a way to communicate, right? So if it's an audio or video or a book, it's a way to communicate and to get the message across. So it can be dangerous, and so we need to be careful about what kind of books we permit. It's not a freedom of expression matter, but if they have a prejudice inside it, or it has a kind of discriminations against people, they should be banned. I think they shouldn't be allowed to sell in the stores and things like that, right?
Yeah. It's not only a story, but also a perspective, an opinion, the book is not so innocent. I feel you. Thank you. And let me just share with you the link to survey before I forget. So you can get the feedback, okay, to this meeting. Suggest new topics to Anna. And for the community in general, sorry guys, okay, here is the link. And Gabriel, you share about reading a book in English. Can you talk to us about this book?
Okay, so I read books in English, but I started about 2 weeks, and I have so difficult sometimes, but now my only book for sure it is I type in there. I type in here.
So it's about the behavior, relationship.
Yeah.
Very good. Do you have something else to say? Sorry, I cut you.
Only that.
Okay, thank you. And let's finish with this question. Question number 8. What does don't judge a book by its cover mean? Do you agree with it? Felipe, what do you think about this quote?
I think makes sense, right? Yeah, just a cover. It's like almost a call to action. It's a thing that it's a term, right? Like it's a thing that we used it for us to click or to call our attention, but it will not tell properly what's the books inside. There are many books that probably are much better than the cover, and the opposite is true too.
Yeah, well said. I'm with you. You can be misled by a cover. Totally, it can happen. And how about you, Gabriel? What do you think about this sentence?
Okay. I don't really understand this sentence yet.
Oh, don't judge a book by its cover. What do you think this means?
Discover. One second, sorry.
Oh, I can explain. Sorry for. Não julgue um livro pela capa.
Oh, okay. I think, in my opinion, it is, unfortunately, it is real because the people make that. I don't say inconscient. Because it is, there are with books and interviews and the people's say and see to others. My English is terrible.
No, not at all.
The people judge, yeah.
People
Yeah.
judge.
The people
Maybe?
judge. They judge a book and the people's. You understand?
Yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah, yeah, I get it. Like first impressions with people, you can make, oh, this person is amazing, or this person not so good, and the same with the books. I totally agree with you. Really good. Don't worry, we are here to learn, not to judge, and to have a nice conversation. I hope that was what you guys did today. Okay. We have another meeting coming, so I don't want to get in the way, but I really appreciate our time together. I hope you guys too. And that's all. Have an amazing Friday. Oh, Thursday. Sorry. I'm already thinking about Friday. Thank you,
Nice.
guys.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.